Here we are, everyone. It's time. This is the final episode of this season of the Fantasy League. The Fantasy League. Right. Okay. Hello. It's Ryan. We're here. Finals week. And here's one of the finalists. It's Terry.
Hello!
And we would like to have normally brought the other finalist, Dariusz, with us, but he's abroad. The LEC does not time well with him flying out abroad, so he'll find out the results of this on today while you are all here. But I've got Terry who will find out the results today.
Ahead of schedule.
Today, ahead of schedule. Yeah. So Terry, first of all, how has the Fantasy League been for you?
It was fun because I actually had to play around with my coding a little bit to see how well random luck and a little bit of
Addictive
I wanted
knowledge.
to really I wanted to really see what the difference would be with totally random luck or a bit of information added to it.
Yeah.
And over the last few years that I've done the LEC thing, I sort of put both of those into my playstyle as it was, but it was sort of random. 1 week I might do pure random. 1 week I might sort of think about who has actually been winning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was nice to actually have two separate bots that could do one of each and see which one benefits.
Yeah, I'm so asking and requesting this now. Next year with Spring Split, if we can bring Pinky and Perky back, that would be absolutely brilliant.
I'm going to try to work on them a little bit better. I'm going to try to work on them a little bit better to make it a little bit easier for me to put the information into the sheet. Just because it took quite a bit of time just to take what teams had to play this week, put them into this, I just had to type in each team each time, but it'd be nice to maybe be able to just find a way to just copy and paste it right in. And I learned copying and pasting doesn't work with our sheets that we use very well, but
yeah, we'll find a way. It's always about improvement. I mean, the design that we're using is absolutely perfectly great for humans. It's just not
super simple for humans. It's not good for copying and pasting. That's all it's not good for.
Yeah. And so, how do you feel that you're in the final?
I think Perky helped me a lot. Perky pulled me through.
Fair enough.
He carried me. Perky was my carry.
Yeah. The carry to your support.
Exactly.
So, Dariusz, how do you feel that you got in the final? Oh. Ah, shit. Anyway, right, so, without further ado, let's let all you at home know what happened in the final week of the LEC. Well, thank you very much, Past Ryan. Here we go. We start with the predictions for the final week, and here's Dariusz's. As is Fnatic versus Rogue, skews heavily towards Fnatic objectives but a Rogue win. And then, for his final A and final B, a lot of the objectives go towards Mad Lions, but the wins go towards the opposing teams. So let's see how we did with them. But now we move on to Terry's. And again, well, a lot of split objectives for the semi-final, but a Rogue win was his prediction. For his final A, he just gave a sweep to Fnatic. For his final B, he gave Rogue dominance. So, with those predictions in mind, how did the actual games go? Let's move on to the final week's rundown. So, we start with the semi-final. Fnatic versus Rogue. And Rogue got themselves a decent first blood. Relatively early, it was good. First dragon ended up Fnatic's. Generally, first dragons do end up Fnatic's in games. Fastest herald of the series also went to Fnatic. They managed to get a decent cross-map play. First tower did go to Fnatic's just at the top lane. Baron, fastest of the series, clearly went to Fnatic. And first win of the series also went theirs at 32 minutes after a Cloud Soul. So, 1-0 Fnatic. Could Rogue pick it back up? Well, based on the fastest first blood, Rogue were willing to give it a shot. Herald was also theirs. Blue side objective play seemed to work out quite well. First Dragon, also theirs, at their Rogue Time Classic of around 10 minutes. Tower went seconds afterwards, was also theirs. But Baron went Fnatic's way as they braved the storm and then got themselves the win from there. So Fnatic are 2-0 up. Rogue are in trouble. And, well, with Fnatic First Blood, it wasn't going to get much better. The dismantling began. Fastest dragon of the series went to Fnatic. Herald, as a consolation, did go Rogue's way. Because they got themselves the fastest tower with it. Just after 10 minutes. They were getting themselves back into the game, and then Fnatic got themselves Mountain Soul, got themselves a 23-minute Baron, and got themselves the fastest win of the series, and a pile of bodies. Fnatic go through to the final. But now they had one more obstacle to face. Yeah, final time. It was Mad Lions versus Fnatic. Game 1. Mad got themselves the first blood, using top lane play and choking them out. Fnatic did get themselves first dragon, as is their wont. They also got themselves the first herald as well, and the first tower. Going pretty well. Then the first Baron happened, and they got that. But they didn't get out of that play very well, and one Mountain Soul later, at 35 minutes, Mad got themselves the first win. 1-0 to them. Then, we only just got into the second game before the first blood from Fnatic happened. Fast as the series, it's not going to get beaten. They also stole the Infernal Drake. And got themselves the first Herald. If this was a response, it was a pretty damn good one. First tower, fastest of the series. Pre-10 minutes, went Fnatic's way. They also got the fastest Baron of the series. So much so they were too busy having a fight up at top and still got the Baron. But Mad Lions did claw back a little bit, but not enough. They used it as practice. But Fnatic, even the series, 1-1. Let's move on to game 3. First blood went to Fnatic during a dragon fight. It didn't, it went to Mad Lions. I will apologise, I'll change that. But first dragon and fastest of the series went Mad Lions' way as well. So again, if this one was a response, given that they got the fastest herald of the series during this game as well, it seemed to be that way. First tower did go to Mad Lions while there was a sort of unusual, questionable jungle invade. Baron did go to Mad, and the win at 32 minutes. They were one away. 2-0, 2-1 to Mad Lions. Game 4, first blood, went to Fnatic. They were looking to get themselves back into this. Herald ended up at Mad Lions while there was a team fight at bottom tower. Dragon went to Fnatic very late, so this should tell you how this went. Tower did go to Mad Lions. Top tier. The Baron also went Mad Lions' way. and they just dominated. And with the fastest win of the series, Mad Lions became the LEC's back-to-back champions. So, that's the real game. Let's see how our game finished. Well, thank you very much, Ryan from the future. That was great insight and knowledge, and thank you for telling us what happened. So, Terry, it's the moment you've been waiting for. And for Dariusz, it's also the moment he's been waiting for. Considering a couple of weeks back, he didn't even realise he made it to the final.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes. So this was scored out of 12 because there was only 2 matches, and tie breaks would be determined by correct series scores. So we'll start with Dariusz first because alphabetically that's how he goes. So out of 12, he scored 5.
Oh. I feel a little bit better about my score now. I think Perky might have actually helped me on I was totally wrong on who was gonna win,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Perky might have got me enough points.
Yeah. Oh man. So just so you know, it all comes down to this representation. I've not been able to get this out anywhere because of, well, the virus, but it's all to do with this. And so, Terry, your score out of 12 was 8.
Woohoo! Perky!
Yeah. So you only got 4 predictions wrong. Oh, if this came down to tiebreaker, by the way, you would have been screwed.
Yeah.
Just
My
so you know on
scores
that.
were
But
so off.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't expected. I mean, let's be fair.
Mad kicked ass.
Yeah. And so I'm so happy that they're going to Worlds as the number 1 seed. That's great. But that means, Terry, you win a digital representation of this, or possibly physical representation, depending on how much airfare costs.
I think you have to mail it.
Oh God! Right, I'll
hold it hostage.
You hold it hostage. You're there.
I'll have it in all of our podcasts. It'll be on. It'll be on. I'll put it on my shoulder. I'll have it on my shoulder. I'll get a shoulder mount for it.
Yeah, just there like that.
Every podcast once it gets here.
Oh man, and to be fair, at that point, that means we'd need a new war face from you next spring. It'd just be like,
oh, there's gonna be a war face. I've already got it.
Fair enough.
Does it hold water? Does it hold water?
It does hold water. I wouldn't drink from it. It does. It does hold water.
I wasn't gonna actually put anything in it anyways.
I remember doing a cold open where I was pretending to baptize stuff with it because we were part of the Order of the Circle, based off a joke there, and then I think I drowned a square thing. Don't know how that happened, but anyway, that brings the Fantasy League to a close for another season. So, so this will be back in the spring. Because I'm not doing a Fantasy League setup for Worlds. Too damn complicated. Not enough time.
Yeah.
I would
maybe
just suggest.
Year.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Maybe, but I'd more suggest to everyone that if anyone wants to take part, they do a prediction competition themselves. Right. Called Play-ins or something. It's like Pick'ems. Yeah. Pick'ems. That's what it's called.
Pick'ems.
So I'd suggest everyone just go do that instead. But yeah. Until next time. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back with Season 5 in spring.
Don't forget about our Twitch.
Oh yeah. If you're really that lonely for us,
we're there a lot. We're spending a lot of our time there now.
Yeah, we like it there.
Immaterial fix.
Or Immaterial fix at Immaterial Gamers. Right, have a good one, guys. We'll see you soon.